The Prologue of Kamate Masuki, the Shadow Hunter turned Void Slayer. In the shadowed lands of feudal Japan, where honor was forged in steel and blood, one name struck fear into the hearts of the lawless and hope into the souls of the innocent. Kamate Masuki, known across the land as the Shadow Hunter, he was a samurai bounty hunter whose legend was built on a foundation of numerous bounties collected. From ruthless bandits to corrupt warlords, no prey escaped his pursuit. Over the years, Kamate's name became synonymous with justice, his reputation growing with each head claimed and each village saved. To the people, he was a protector. To his enemies, he was a relentless specter of death. Kamate was born into a lineage of samurai, trained from a young age in the ways of the blade. But while his kin swore fealty to lords and emperors, Kamate chose a different path. Guided by a personal code to defend the weak and punish the guilty, he turned to bounty hunting, carving his own destiny with every step. His most trusted companion was his magical katana, a blade called Oni's Fang. Forged by the legendary swordsmith Muramasa and imbued with the spirit of a vengeful Oni, this weapon was no ordinary steel. In Kamate's hands, Oni's Fang was swift and deadly, its edge slicing through armor, flesh, and even the air itself with a precision that bordered on the supernatural. Tales spread of his combat prowess, how he could fell a dozen foes in mere moments, his blade a blur of silver and shadow, leaving only silence in its wake. Then the world changed. One fateful day, the voids first opened on Midgard. Near a humble farming village in Japan, the sky darkened and the earth trembled as a rift tore through reality. From this void, a horde of void spawn erupted, grotesque, shadowy creatures with claws of black fire and eyes glowing with malice. The villagers, armed with little more than pitchforks and desperation, were defenseless as the monsters descended. Panic gripped the land and annihilation seemed certain. Kamate, who had been tracking a bounty nearby, heard the cries and arrived just as the void spawn began their slaughter. Without hesitation, he drew Oni's Fang and charged into the chaos. Alone, he stood against the horde, his katana flashing with lethal grace. Each strike was a testament to his skill. Heads tumbled, bodies collapsed, and the air filled with the shrieks of dying abominations. For hours, he fought, his stamina matched only by his resolve, until the last of the void spawn was vanquished. The villagers, huddled in awe, watched as this lone samurai saved their entire town single-handedly, his blade cutting through the darkness like a beacon of hope. But the void remained, a pulsing scar threatening to unleash more horrors. Determined to end the threat, Kamate sought answers. A local monk told him about an ancient temple hidden close by, a sacred place said to hold the secrets of the voids. The monk can sense Kamate's powerful chi. In that moment, he foresees Kamate being a legend of Midgard. The monk tells Kamate how he can reach the temple, a crumbling sanctuary guarded by monks who had studied the void energy for generations. There, under the guidance of the temple's elder, Kamate was taught the sacred art of the Void Hunter. He learned that the voids were ripples in the fabric of reality, the essence of creation, and only a warrior with unwavering will could seal them. Through intense meditation, he mastered the ability to close the voids, channeling his strength through Oni's Fang to sever their ties to Midgard. Returning to the village, Kamate closed the first void with a single, resounding strike, banishing the darkness that had plagued the land. From that moment, he saw each void as a bounty to be claimed, a new purpose that merged his past as a bounty hunter with his destiny as a protector. Word of his deeds spread, and he became known not just as the Shadow Hunter, but as the Void Slayer, a warrior who stood against the encroaching abyss. Yet Kamate knew the voids were not Japan's burden alone. Across Midgard, rifts were opening, threatening all of existence. Whispers reached him of a distant land called Sparta, where a fabled Spartan general named Eros Valas led the Titan Slayers, an elite force dedicated to battling the Titans, monstrous beings born from the largest voids. Their mission aligned with Kamate's own, and a fire ignited within him. Seeking greater challenges and allies in the fight against the darkness, he made a bold choice. With Oni's Fang sheathed at his side, Kamate left Japan behind, embarking on a perilous voyage across the seas to Sparta. There, he would seek out Eros Valhas, a leader whose legend rivaled his own, and join the Titan Slayers in their war against the Titans in the Voids. For Kamate Masuki, the Shadow Hunter and Void Slayer, this was no mere journey. It was the beginning of a new hunt, where his swift and deadly blade would face its ultimate test. That concludes this Lords of Midgard prologue of Kamate Masuki, the Shadow Hunter turned Void Slayer. Thanks for listening. Until next time, take care.